Space, the infinite and enigmatic mystery of the universe. Empty, cold space, incompatible with earthly concepts of logic and sense. But is that really true? The billions of stars and planets, asteroid clusters, space dust, meteorites, and comets that permeate space. Does all of this suggest an absolute vacuum? Or is there something else in our unexplored and boundless universe? An invisible matter that cannot be captured, registered, and scanned. A mysterious substance that fills the infinite void of the cosmos with logic and sense, which brings life and warmth to the remotest reaches of the universe, which fills the cup of life with consciousness and thought. A cosmic energy, mysterious and powerful, which allows us a unique opportunity to live, to think, to be aware of our own existence and the world around us. In ancient Babylonian cuneiform scripts, it was argued that cosmic energy pervades everything on earth, both animate and inanimate objects, and that it impacts all manifestations of life. In turn, the earth radiates its energy into space. This circulation of energy is not chaotic, but takes place in strict accordance with certain universal laws. And if you think back to the ancient theory of macro and microcosmos, everything in human life takes place in accordance with the same laws. All attempts to master the knowledge and control of the divine cosmic energies has a great history that originates from the ancient Lemurian and Atlantean civilizations that, in turn, received extraordinary knowledge from the representatives of the highest civilization. The rulers of the legendary Atlantis, as described by Plato, applied everything that they had received from the Supreme Mind to the fullest degree to create new technologies using psychic energy. They observed events in different parts of the world remotely. They moved through space, and they had telepathic abilities. Unfortunately, they chose to convert their fellow citizens into soulless slaves and achieve uncontrolled domination of the world, perverting the objectives of self-preservation and self-assertion into expansion and aggression. The creation of a cult of black magicians and the workshop of the kingdom of the dead led to an increase in energy consumption that hampered the development of the planet. People set up special filters to prevent the control of the Supreme Mind over the rulers of Atlantis. It has been noted that the insulation of the earth from these cosmic energies first led to an energetic chaos and natural disasters, and then, after a terrible earthquake to Atlantis being plunged to the depths of the ocean. All these events slowed the development of our civilization significantly, while it strengthened the negative impact of the astral world on the spiritual evolution of humanity, and the ability to create material objects by power of mind was lost. After the demise of the ancient races that used this secret knowledge for purposes for which it was not intended, all the information was transmitted to our civilization by the initiated masters of the mysterious Shambhala, a point of contact between the earthly world and the infinite universal mind, a bridge to one of the parallel worlds that are spread across the universe. The old masters, also called as Mahatma, passed his ancient knowledge to the priests of Egypt, the lamas of Tibet, and the gurus of India. The teachings were secret and only passed on from teacher to student. In other words, the power and knowledge was only passed on by the initiated to the chosen few.
У нас нету вокруг нас во Вселенной явлений, которые не связаны с сознанием. Вот что самое главное. Понятно, что миров очень много, с позиции буддизма их бесконечное множество. И современная, скажем, астрономия это доказывает, что Вселенная огромная, и миров там огромное количество, и звезд там огромное количество, и систем жизни, так или взаимодействия тоже различные очень много. Поэтому доказательства буддийской теории налицо мировоззрения.
It has been speculated the first energy channel was discovered by an Indian guru during group meditation about 400 years ago. One written source of knowledge that has survived to the present day is the sacred texts of the Vedas, the Puranas. By means of seclusion, solitude, and meditation in the mountains, the access codes to other subtle energies of various properties and strengths were gradually obtained. This spiritual knowledge was carefully hidden for centuries within the walls of Tibetan, Indian, and Mongolian monasteries. But in the early 20th century, Western scholars, philosophers, and archaeologists began to explore India and its particular Oriental spirituality to discover other higher values that were different from the material values that prevailed in the West.
The fact is that there are no miracles in life, and everything that one achieves is one or another degree of knowledge, no matter which field miracles that are visible, apparent, or invisible to the eye and understood by thought and intuition may belong to. Concordia Antarova.
A huge contribution and indisputable service to humanity in the transfer of knowledge about subtle cosmic energy in Russia, later around the world, was made by the Roerich family, Helena and Nicholas. Nicholas Roerich was a famous Russian painter, architect, and philosopher who acquired this knowledge as a result of a long-term study of spiritual practices and features of subtle cosmic energy. His Asian expedition in 1923 to 1926, which crossed Mongolia, China, Tibet, and India, largely contributed to this.
Это был вполне продуманный план изучения Центральной Азии, освоения и поисков в том числе различных знаний. Ведь кроме того, что мы говорим, что-то он искал, наверное, Шамбалу, наверное, источник, он всегда говорил, что я ищу источник общечеловеческой культуры, поскольку он считал, что у человеческой культуры единый корень, и по-другому быть не может. Невозможно, чтобы эта часть человечества произошла из одного корня, а это из другого. Понимаете? Все-таки корень должен быть один.
It was a deliberate plan to study the development of the East. He was looking for the source of human values. Possibly, he was also looking for a fairy tale, Shambhala. But most importantly, he found it. Nicholas Roerich could always find something. He was obsessed with the idea of merging Eastern and Western cultures, and he hoped to find the sources of wisdom, knowledge, and justice in the Himalayas and present them to the world. He was a man who thought only in universal categories. His cherished dream was to make the world a fair and kind place. The Rurik family met with enlightened lamas. They studied ancient cultures and languages, and they spoke with extraordinary spiritual masters, Mahatmas, carrying the light and knowledge to our world.
Ну, если мы с вами вспомним знаменитую книгу Рериха «Шамбала сияющая», то как раз там рассказывается, передается некий диалог автора с ламой. И автор задает ламе вопросы, и лама удивляется, откуда автор знает то, о чем он спрашивает. И в итоге он говорит: значит, многое вы знаете, многое вам дано. Встреч было очень много, встречи были самые разные, и с ламами, и с разбойниками. Они посетили знаменитый город Джаламы, разрушенный к тому времени уже.
As a result of Nicholas Rurik's Asian expedition, in 1926, he had collected a lot of material related to Buddhism and the Vedas, ancient manuscripts and archaeological treasures that are still housed in the Rurik museums in Moscow, St. Petersburg and New York. After returning to Moscow, Rurik's family passed on the material from the expedition and the secret knowledge of the Buddhist lamas to the Soviet government. The story goes that under the guidance of Professor Alexander Barchenko, the Laboratory of Ancient Knowledge in the Special Department of the KGB intensified its activities and even planned a new expedition to Tibet. Due to the nature of its activities, the laboratory was extremely interested in the influence of cosmic energy on human psychological and physical capabilities. But in 1938, the department was unexpectedly closed. All material was kept secret by the KGB for many years. Absolutely no information about the activities of the Laboratory of Ancient Knowledge was revealed until 1980, when, as a result of perestroika and political reforms in the former Soviet Union, the secret knowledge was made readily available to the world for further studies.
Who can judge what he does not know? Who dares to argue the presence or absence of something unknown? It is wiser to assume that there is very much that people do not know, and free them from arrogance to everything unknown. Nicholas Rurik.
In the 90s in Russia, the most widespread part of the doctrine of cosmic energy was the part that collected ancient knowledge about healing people from physical and mental illnesses, as well as improving karma and finding harmony with oneself and the surrounding world. This teaching became widespread in Russia thanks to the academic Vladimir Petrov and one of his first students, academic Emil Bagirov.
Космоэнергетика – это объективный метод, независимо от того, что человек верит этому или не верит, не имеет значения. То есть это не психотерапия, не гипноз, не суггестия. Это, значит, объективный метод, который может менять состояние человека в лучшую сторону, так как мы проводили исследования человека, оказывали воздействие и измеряли состояние здоровья человека до воздействия и после воздействия.
The leading cosmic energy healing institute in the world is based in modern Russia, the unique Institute of Cosmic Energy founded by the academic Bagirov. This school applies the doctrine of cosmic energy healing for therapeutic and educational purposes. Its achievements in the treatment of physical and mental illness cannot be disputed. More and more people are receiving help from cosmic energy masters and experts, which can be confirmed in the global statistics. There is increasing support for the new cosmic teaching, as well as people who wish to be trained and become cosmic energy healing practitioners. Suffice is to say that the World Health Organization officially recognized cosmic energy healing in 2009, when the International Classic Cosmo Energy Federation was officially registered.
Современная физика, современная наука установила, что окружающий наш мир состоит не только из физического мира, который мы вот видим и можем вот как-то исследовать с помощью приборов, например, но а также вот в состав окружающего мира входит и так называемая темная материя и так называемая темная энергия.
More and more practitioners are committed to the combination of conventional medicine and the practical application of the life-giving energy of the cosmos. Many experts already consider cosmic energy healing as a medicine of the future.
Я работаю врачом-психиатром почти 30 лет. И за время моей практики попадалось много больных, которые очень трудно и долго излечивались. Чаще даже они просто